We are back again, live again. Sports Jazz, thank you so much for streaming. Isaac, please keep tuning in. Do subscribe, turn on the notifications. Josh, we are in the building. Shout outs to everyone. Sports fan, Man United fans. I stand with Man United fans. I know what we are going through currently,
Yeah, yeah,
especially
yeah,
after
yeah.
poor transfer window, Josh. I don't know what
All of you gather here, gather here. There's always news coming out of our blogs, so
exactly.
gather here.
It's always amazing. Josh, what's up? Where have you been? You didn't show up
I'm
against
good,
Rangers
good.
game. You didn't show up when
I
we were losing to
know,
Crystal Palace. You keep
I
running
know,
away.
man. No, you see the way Ruben Amorim has started to get gray hair on the sides. Man, I'm getting gray hair, dude.
It's the United job, yo. Being a
Eh,
Manchester United
eh.
manager is a
It's a
full-time job,
full-time
I'm telling
job,
you.
yo.
And it's hectic. You can see Amorim is really stressed. He doesn't understand. It's like he has no idea what's happening. Things
if
are really
we are
so hard.
stressed if we are stressed this much as fans, what about the guy who is training these guys and hoping that he does get results every weekend, but it just turns out that he doesn't get the results, and he can almost tell that he cannot. Oh, I'm
Josh,
right.
I asked you today about Nelson.
Man, Nelson, Isaac was just asking me about you today.
It's
Oh
like, who
my
did
god.
Nelson go?
Yeah, great reunion, great reunion.
But Nelson, I think he's also mourning. I mean, things are not going so well for Man United. We are currently struggling. We are so bad. Position wise, we are poor. Everything at Man United right now is not right. Even the players. Nothing is correct at Man United apart from the fans.
I know. It's even the fans are not right at this point because I mean they are forced to pick sides on every decision that United makes. Some of us wanted maybe to get a striker in the window. Some of us did know that it will be impossible to get a striker in the window. Some of us did not believe that Kolomwani was up for the job at Manchester United. I
Well,
mean,
he went to Juventus and it's firing goals right now.
yeah, let him do fire goals, but some of us did want to have a permanent solution other than papers over cracks, because often we've had papers over cracks and it has turned out not so good. So, I mean, Kolomwani can come and flatter to deceive. Then in the end, you do give him a permanent deal, and yeah, it just ends up like that.
Well, Sports Jazz, thank you so much for tuning in once again. Isaac, Josh, we are back in the building. Great to see you back, Nelson. It's been a while. It's been almost a month.
I
Nelson,
know.
get back up. I know we're doing so poor, but you need to stand strong. Adieri, for the first time, he has not asked or complained about Newcastle or even
Amanda.
Amanda. But
Yo,
yeah,
Jerry,
he
what
says,
up?
"Hi
What up?
Isaac and Josh, how are you? What a poor transfer window for Man United." Now, thank you very much, Adieri. Josh, let's talk about the transfer window, man. We had three players in. One is Diego Leon, of course, he's 17, joining next season. 1st July, he will be joining the club. Then we have also Patrick Dogu, very good signing, left wing back. We needed. That is one of the positions that we had to address. And also we signed the youngster Aiden Heaven from Arsenal, also a left back and a CB. Now we've addressed only one area, Josh. But
Yeah.
remember, Lisandro Martinez is also now out for the rest of the season. That is also now another
Are
issue.
you sure rest of the season?
Rest of the season, Josh. That's how bad it is.
No way.
Now, in a scenario that we have that Maguire or Delict gets injured, also, I'm just saying,
Yeah.
yo, I'm
No,
telling you,
we
we
still
are
have
getting
Lindelof.
relegated.
We still
Who?
have
Oh,
Lindelof.
come
We
on,
still
man.
have Lindelof and Johnny
Johnny
Evans.
Evans. Oh,
Yeah. Yeah, but those are the
mm-mm.
defenders we do have. I mean, you
Yeah,
can
we
say
do,
that,
but Josh, come on, they are not quality. Why do you think we are doing so poor nowadays?
but they're not the ones playing. I think we're doing poor actually because of
We've seen
our
them play,
striking
Josh.
force.
No, we've seen them
It's
play,
the
Josh.
striking force that is a problem. So we don't really have a good attacking force. We have problems. We have not yet found the solutions when we are in attack. So Ruben Amorim has to find better ways to balance the team to see to it that maybe we can find goals. You can see that he even opted to leave Rasmus Højlund and Joshua Zaki on the bench for a game in which a manager was going to set up almost in a similar fashion in that is a 3-4-3 formation that is at Crystal Palace when he played Kobe Mainu to lead the line. I mean, tactically, you would have thought that
I
maybe
don't
this.
even understand why he did that. Because
I
a
did,
few days ago
I
he
did
was praising him for playing very well as
as a
a what?
10,
As a 10.
a 10.
The next thing I know, he's giving him the lead role. Come on.
Yeah, but I think he
He fumbled
wanted.
that.
He did not. Yeah, he did. He did fumble that, but I think he did not want. He wanted to give new problems to Crystal Palace's backline. He thought that a back three that is a bit static and stable would be able to handle Rasmus Højlund and Joshua Zirkzee. But if you had a player who was very mobile in Kobe Mainu, then he would be able to help United create something. And he almost did in the first minute, the first 15 minutes of the game, but he faded. He faded. I mean, he was outmuscled by the three center backs of Crystal Palace. It was such a poor show. It was such a poor show. I thought that Joshua Zirkzee should have come on a bit earlier. But Ruben Amorim, now that he has a bit of balance in his side, he
Mm.
should find solutions so that United can get on the score sheet.
To be honest, I don't really think we're going to do anything, even with Joshua Zirkzee coming on, because it was still nothing happened. Josh, we don't.
Yeah, he come
We
on
have
late.
deadbeat
He
strikers,
ought
Josh.
to have come. Yeah, but he ought to have come on a bit
And do what, Josh?
earlier.
What would it?
In most of the teams that do have strikers who are struggling, at least the whole front three is not poor. But at United, the whole front three is poor. I mean, you cannot say much of even our shining star at the moment. Amad
Mm.
Diallo is not the player who looks like he's going to get you on the score sheet. He's the player who looks very exciting every time he gets the ball, and you start to think, is he being played in the right positions? Because I mean, with all the things that he does on the ball, you want him to be scoring some goals. And Garnacho is a player that you would think that would be getting you so many goals because we've seen it in the past that he has an eye for goal. But this season has just been so bad for him.
Well, Ganacho, and the game
Yeah,
against Crystal Palace, Richardson, that guy owned Ganacho.
I
He was
know.
so, it was more like tight marking. He was so poor. Ganacho was so, anyway. Not that he was poor. He tried, but
Micho.
no, I think it's Richardson. I think it's Richardson,
No.
right?
Micho
No,
was
Richards.
playing
Sorry,
when.
Richards.
Okay.
Yeah,
Mm.
Richards. Let me just check it out just to confirm. I don't want to give, but
Yeah.
it was that poor, Josh. It was that poor. But yeah, as you've said, our it's so sad. It's so sad that our forwards are not doing so well. We can't convert chances to goals. We are really struggling, and we've left two forwards go. Josh, we've let Anthony go on loan to Real Betis. We've let Marcus Rashford on loan to Aston Villa, but unfortunately, and I have no problem with them going because after all, they were bang average. I mean, but we did not make an effort to replace this. We all anticipated right since at the beginning of the window in January, early January, that a player like Marcus Rashford was leaving. Now it was upon Ineos to start scouting someone to come and join or to come and fulfill or replace Marcus Rashford. Martin
Yeah, they
Stale
did.
was on the way at one point. He turned down Spurs, came into the light. We hear negotiations are advancing, deal almost done. The next thing we know on was it on Sunday or Saturday? He's joining Spurs. Last minute, he's joining Spurs again, and this
Yeah.
time on loan. But remember, the first time Spurs had bid around £60 million, and
Yeah,
Bayern
deals
had
do
accepted.
happen.
I know, but so it's so sad that
Deals
we
do
didn't get a
happen like
striker.
that, but for me, I know that Ruben Amorim would have liked to have an attacker in his side
Mm,
because we look so so lost with the players that we do have. We look like we need a player to come off the bench and save us in every game, and yet he's
The
going to
bench
go
is
into the
also
rest of the season very short, having taken out Anthony and Marcus Rashford on loan.
yeah.
I did also think that maybe we would get in a player on loan to replace Marcus Rashford, because for the
I also
period
thought
that Marcus Rashford has not been in the team, you have seen that United has been lacking a player to come in and replace the ones who are on the pitch, because the ones on the pitch are not doing it. But we have failed to have that, and it looks like we are going to continue to have that for the rest of the season. So Ruben Amorim must be a bit clever. He must find solutions from within. If that means to play Christian Eriksen as a number 10, and Fernandez to lead the line or something like that, he just has to
it's
be a bit
it's
clever.
it's so sad.
Yeah,
Seriously, it's
but
very
it's the
sad.
situation that it
By
is.
the way, Josh, we
But
are
I
lacking
like the
almost
fact.
in every department.
No, but I do like the fact that we did replace in the position that United has been lacking in for so long. That is the left back position.
I think
To bring in Patrick Dogu
Aiden Heaven.
in yeah, and in Diego Leon, because
Yeah, Diego Leon.
Aiden Heaven, just like his name, he might just have come at the right time. Lisandro Martinez has been rolled out for. Has he been rolled out yet? But he seems like he will be out for the rest of the season. And Aiden Heaven is a left-sided centre back. Yes, he is too young and stuff like that, but
He's a
this might
starter.
just be the opportunity for him to start. And
Yeah, Wilcox said he's a starter. He's a player who's going to be
yeah,
starting right away.
I do think they should throw him in there. I mean, there's not much to lose, but everything for the kid to gain in terms of experience and moving forward. So in that department, I think they recruited well.
Yeah, thank you so much, Josh. Thank you. I think they did a great job right there. I'm happy that Dallo is now going. I was tired and fed up of Dallo. You know, he couldn't cross, and I can't really blame him. But Dallo has been so poor. But I'm happy that now we have a natural left wing back. My only worry now is the left center back position. Luke Shaw is never fit.
Aiden
Toilet
Haven,
paper bones.
Leave Luke Shaw out of this. Aiden Haven should come and gain the experience.
And but Josh is still 18 years. I know he can do
Yeah,
wonders.
but I mean,
And there's
these players, Brantwaite starts for Everton.
mm-hmm,
He's 18 too,
Lewis
or something
Skelly.
like that. Yeah, Lewis
Mm-hmm.
Skelly. And Lewis Skelly, seeing him in the coming through the ranks at Arsenal, I used to see a very good dribbler in midfield. He looked like he used to play in midfield,
I think I
but
first
he
saw him in was it the preseason when we were playing
preseason,
against
yeah.
Arsenal?
But
Yeah.
even as a midfielder, he dribbled like a wing forward, and yet Ateta has brought him into the side and played him at left back,
Okay. Now,
which is
Josh.
working out very well for him anyway.
Yeah. Oh, let's quick into the comment section. Nelson says it's been hard for us, man. I don't even know where we are going wrong. Where we are? No, everywhere. Come on, the signs are there everywhere. Hi, Josh. Hi, Sinan. What up? What up?
Hey,
So
Sinan.
my question is, how do we survive this season? How does Man United survive this season, Josh? Because you have Lisandro Martinez. That is a huge void to gap to fulfill. You get it?
He was
And he
our
was
best
just getting
player.
better.
He was
Of
our
course,
best player.
him and
He had
Ahmad
even
Diallo,
he had even moved to a point that he outshone Amad Diallo
the
in
passes,
this United setup,
as
because
getting used to those beautiful
yes,
passes, crosses.
every time that he played football, you hoped that if there was a better striker than Rasmus Højlund, Martinez would have about 2 assists in a game, because he plays these very good vertical passes into the forward. That if the forward can make a spin or something like that, he can have one on the defender and he's one on one with the keeper.
Well, just so back to the question: how do we survive this?
Yo, Ruben Amorim.
Because it's a tricky one, Josh. Sorry,
Ruben
let me cut
Amorim.
it short. The right wing backs right now, we are also now lacking that position. Do you know that?
No,
No, Josh, who do you have apart from Amad Diallo?
Dallo. I have
No,
Dallo.
no, Dalu doesn't. I don't think he's going to do the job. Not even Mazarawi is going
He
to do
will do
the
the
job.
no. Dallo can
Mazarawi is
do
a
the
very
job.
good player as a right center back, but not as a wing back.
Yeah, yeah,
You think
yeah,
Dalu
yeah,
is
yeah,
going to
yeah,
pull up?
yeah, yeah, yeah. Dallo will pull up and he will actually be good
Because
as
I
a right.
think in the
Gallo,
center backs,
Dallo, Dallo almost has everything to play that position. For
I
me,
know.
I do believe that he's just had to go through a lot as a footballer, adjusting, and it has taken a toll on him. But in his most preferred position, playing as a wing back, he has the legs. He has a good cross on him. He has a good football brain. I mean, he should be able to do it.
But he doesn't know how to cross. Dalo cannot
He
cross. He
does.
can
He does.
pass, but crossing the
Sorry,
balls,
he's been playing on his weaker foot, so it has been difficult for him to whip that ball in. I mean, sometimes he just swings the leg at the ball, and it's awful. But playing at right wing back, I think he should be able to. The thing that you can say about Dallo playing as a wing back, for me, that was most concerning was the times that maybe Lisandro Martinez has the ball, and then actually not Lisandro Martinez has the ball, but a player like Ugarte has the ball in midfield on the blind side of Diogo Dallo, but then again Diogo Dallo has remained deep. He's not going high up the pitch. Yet in that phase of the game, you want him to be high up the pitch so that when the ball is played into, let's say, Bruno Fernandes, he can have an option to play Diogo Dallo.
well, I'm thinking how we are going to survive this season, and I'm
Very
assessing. I'm
Only
assessing
Ruben
and not
Amorim can save us, and
no,
maybe
Josh, not
some
even. He
things to
needs
be so
players.
poor.
He needs
He
players,
doesn't
Josh.
have them. He doesn't have them.
Exactly. He doesn't have the players. He doesn't have strikers, and that is, you know how we are. We are so poor this season. We lack that attacking threat. The midfield, if Ogate, if anything happens to Fernandez, it's a wrap. It's game over. We do not have legs in the midfield, Josh. The center backs, let's pray. Let's keep on our knees that Maguire stays fit. Oh, can you imagine? I'm even right now praying for Maguire to stay fit. You know,
Yeah.
because it's been redemption for him anyway. He has tried, he has tried, he has tried. He has had decent games, not best, but decent games. And let's pray for Delict also, who is not really up there, but let's also wish and pray for him. Pray for those two center backs for them to stay fit. Because I'm telling you, Lindelof, aka the Iceman, is not going to do anything. I think that's
I
why
don't
he's
know
not
how
even
we
playing.
failed
Because
to
now he's back.
offload.
I
I don't
know.
know how we failed to offload him, but we can use him right now because we need every player. We need
I
every
think we
player for United at the moment, and we are not in the best shape. So
we had
yeah,
no
he can
suitors,
stay for
Josh.
now.
No one could have taken him. We had no
Yeah, yeah, yeah. He
suitors.
was just actually returning from injury.
Mm. And but I'm happy by the way. Tyrell Malacia is also out. Tyrell Malacia is also out. I told
Yeah,
you,
yeah, yeah, yeah. He's at
let him
PSV
go
now.
fumble from that side. Good
Yeah, he
luck to
does
him
need a place. He does need a place to actually,
to get back.
yeah, get back his groove
And
because it is going to be a very difficult journey.
there's rumor of Giovanni Queda Josh joining Manchester United next season.
I know,
Like
I know. I mean,
if that
but
comes true, Josh, if that comes to reality, I'm telling you, and we fix. I'm moving past this season already, but if we can have Dogo the other side, we have Queda this other side. The center backs also we need to do some work. Both left,
we don't.
the one in
We
the middle.
don't.
No, Josh, we
We
do.
no, our most pressing. For me, I believe that our most pressing issues is at the front. We need three
Mm,
players at the front. We need two tens, and we need a striker who can actually score goals because
we
we
need
don't
to.
have the two
That I do
tens.
agree because
We
they
don't
are
have the
fit.
two tens. I mean, Amad Diallo needs to score more goals. I mean, he should do much better. He looks
I think
like a
he's a
very decent player. The manager is trying to fix into the team, but has not yet found the right position for him. But for me, he would be one of the tens. And then I would keep Fernandez and Ugarte in midfield. And then I would a better player, maybe Florian Wirtz as the other 10. Yes, I can
Josh,
dream.
let's also try to be realistic.
No, I can dream. I can
Let's stop
dream.
building such
I'm a
of
Manchester United fan. I'm allowed to dream. It's not like I'm an Arsenal fan. I mean, where you know it is impossible because there
Sinan
is no
says
Champions League there.
Maguire is that is a low blow, Josh. They are doing better than you
Yeah,
currently.
yeah, 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 yeah. But and sometimes some kids grew up watching football and they watched United carry the Champions League trophy or something like that, so they can have an attachment of the club. And it's not the same with like
Uh,
Arsenal. So, yo, shit happens like that though.
Sinan says Maguire is one of the most disciplined players at Old Trafford. That is correct, Josh.
But we are
That
not
is true.
looking for discipline. We are looking for
Unfortunately, we are
results.
not. Unfortunately, we are not. We are looking for players that can save
Sinan,
the
man, we
season.
need some guy to
We are
save us.
we need to find ways on how to save the season. Otherwise, Josh, I'm telling you, we are not getting out of that second bottom half of the table.
No, I'm not even about the half. I'm about the Europa League. I don't
Thank
know
you,
how we
Josh.
shall win the Europa
By
League
the way,
without scoring goals.
what you just said right now answers the question: how do we survive this season? Simple.
Yeah,
Winning the
we win.
European League. Sorry, the
Yeah, we
Europa
win
League.
the Europa League. We do everything that we have to do to
That's all.
win the Europa League. It's difficult, but it's a more realistic achievement because when you do have a couple of games that you're playing, you play each game as a final, and then you can just have a draw that favors you, and you end up in a final, and anything can happen in a final, and we are just 4 games away.
And I keep
That's
saying
the
this,
second
Josh.
round, the quarter, semi, and the final.
I
So I
keep
mean,
saying,
we
yeah, Josh, please go on.
yeah, 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 yeah. If we can win the Europa League, then at least
The season
we
is
are
safe.
in. Yeah, 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 yeah. The season is safe. It is a very bad season, but then again, at least there's some light at the end of the tunnel. So
I agree
yeah,
with
we
you.
can take it. We can take it.
The only way to save our season is winning the Europa League this season.
It's
Because if
just
you,
difficult to see
I know,
ourselves even performing
I
better
know.
in a football
I think we
game
should,
because we don't
Amorim
have.
should switch completely to winning the Europa. Because with that, there's guaranteed Champions League.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
The
yeah.
club will also be getting some more money. Every
But
time
then
you
again,
qualify for
then
Champions
again,
League, you even get some money.
yeah, but then again, we don't want to be playing Champions League from the Championship. Yeah.
No, but anyway,
So
well,
we
that will
have
be
to
the
do
first.
enough
That
not
will
to
be the
be
first one.
relegated.
But yeah, the only way to save this season is us winning the Europa League. Amorim, Man United, Omar Berada should all concentrate on the Europa League right now because that is the only way we are going to be able to save ourselves from this. I don't know, to get out of this cave, because this season is already a dead season. We have players
Yeah,
already
but
getting
to do
injured.
that,
We have a
actually, I think
deadbeat attackers. They cannot
I
do anything, Josh. You
I
know
have
those
a
guys, and
feeling.
a season this season is going to end, and do not be surprised if those two combined don't have 20 goals. That's how poor they are, Josh.
Yeah, but I never expected Joshua Zaxi to have even 20 goals. I just thought that he
Josh, you
would be
did.
able to.
I did ask. You
No,
remember,
no, no,
Josh?
no.
I did
Yeah, yeah,
ask
yeah.
you
But
before.
no, you did ask Rasmus Hoyland. But
Rasmus Hoyland.
yeah, for me, for Joshua Zagzi, I did expect for him to just get double digits, and
No.
that would have been enough. That is because I did expect Rasmus Hoyland to improve this season because Rasmus Hoyland was playing at Atalanta in a 3-5-2 formation. So I thought that it would be much easier for him to understand. Actually, a 3-4-3. So I thought that he would be much easier for him to understand the concept of the manager, and he would become a much better player and stuff like that. So I'm
Sinan,
actually very disappointed in Rasmus.
Sinan is saying that's why Sanchez and Rashford failed. He's
Yeah,
discipline,
yeah, yeah, yeah.
referring
The
to the discipline.
discipline.
That is
Yeah,
correct, by
hundred
the way. That is
percent,
correct. That is
hundred
correct.
percent.
Because if
But
Sancho had done what Maguire had done, just keep your head down. Don't mind. Of course, people are going to talk and try to perform, try to train so well so that you get back to your best and you walk straight back into the team. But
Ganacho,
unfortunately, it wasn't the case. Yeah, Ganacho, thank you. Ganacho is also a
you
good one.
get with his
Mm.
little talent, is okay. He's a good boy.
For United to improve, we need to have at least we need to at least score 20 goals each. I think he's talking about Rasmus and
Yeah, all
Joshua
forwards.
Zirkzee.
Yes, yes,
They
yes.
need to start
But
scoring, Josh. They need to
they
start
do need
scoring
to start
goals.
scoring,
We
and
need to start winning.
that is why I think that they should actually do what they should actually have extra training sessions, because the window has closed. There is no going back. We have who we have, so the players that we do have must actually improve.
Mm. I see something that Dogu, Leon, and Amas are the future left wing back.
I don't know why they keep throwing a mass in there. A mass is not part of the development structure
I
at
think
United.
he is because he was supposed to leave for I think a loan, something like that, but we didn't find suitors. And the next thing I know, I saw him in the news that he will be staying. So, but
Yeah,
anyway, yeah,
staying
maybe
is
you're
one
right.
thing, but what I'm trying to tell you is when you saw Harry Amas in the preseason, by now you
Mm.
hope to have seen some progress on his part, at least maybe make a match day squad or something like that. But there has never been any, not even in a cup game, no involvement whatsoever from Harry Amas. I'm not sure. Maybe he got injured at some point or something. But Eric Ten Hag was fired. A new manager has looked at him, and still there's no chance whatsoever. Even when he's been struggling for a wing back, and he just went and bought a 17-year-old and an 18-year-old in the position. So I don't
And
think that Harry Amas is going to stick around for long.
also, but you never know, Josh. You could turn up. You could turn up. But yeah, Josh, do you know that we've shipped out I would say, in the last 2 3 seasons, we've shipped out around 10 strikers, but we've barely replaced them, Josh. And right
Yeah,
now we have 4 attackers. We have Diallo, we have Ganacho, we have Zaxi and Rasmus. That is
and
very
that's
poor.
it.
Do not forget that's it, and do not forget Diallo sometimes even
Oh,
falls back to the right wing back as a right wing back. But but
bro. Clap, clap,
what?
clap, 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 clap,
I know you're
clap,
going to
clap.
mention Chido.
No, yeah, 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 yeah,
I
yeah.
knew,
There's a body guy.
I knew
There's
you're
a
going to
body
bring in Chido.
guy. Chido Obi Martin is the answer to the question that you ask. How do we save this season? We
No, I
save
think
this
it's two,
season.
two, two. First, concentrating and winning the Europa. That is
Yes,
the first one. The second
yes.
one is
That is
Chido
the,
Obi
yeah.
Martin. And I read earlier today that he
Because
missed, he was not part of the training of the under 18, under 20. Why? Because he is expected to start training with the first team. And I think they are
oh
too
God,
late. That
oh
should have
God, we
started
should
long time. That
start.
should have happened long time
No, no,
ago.
no, 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 no. Yo, bro. I mean, this is another level. I mean, the guy could come and play, and you're like, what the
You
crap
have
is
Lewis
this?
Skelly coming and
So it's
pinning
another
and
level.
beating Arsenal, Josh, and going celebrating,
Yo,
mocking Haaland. That was a cold
when
one.
when you play at fullback,
Mm.
there's this joke around the football pitch that anyone can be a fullback. Actually,
That is
when
correct.
even when a striker
You
is
just
not
have
that
to.
good, even as when a striker is not that good, I mean, you wish that he plays at fullback, because he can manage to play as a fullback, but to play as a striker at this level, bro, it's not a walk
Confirmed,
in the
Josh.
park.
Chido Obi Martin has trained with the first team this morning. Sweet.
Yeah, 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 yeah. We do need him. We do need him. Rasmus Hoyland should get out of the team for a while. And I don't know, man. Ruben Amorim has to also manage Rasmus Hoyland so that when if Chido Obi
Um,
Martin chokes, then Rasmus Hoyland is available. I mean, you can't write him off when you have only four because you have to rotate the players. Maybe actually Ineos did have confidence in Chido Obi Martin, so they didn't see a reason to stifle his development by bringing in a player. So he will be that player
I
that
think they were trying to manage him. That
yeah, yeah,
also.
yeah, yeah. I think that is the player that they're going to bring in to replace Marcus Rashford because there is no team that can compete at this level with only four players up front.
Mm. I
Yeah.
think he was only brought rather. But anyway, let's wait and see. But I would so much be happy. I would be very, very much happy if Chido Obi Martin starts playing for Man United. Let him be. We are playing. Are we playing midweek? We have no game midweek.
I think there is a cup game. Oh,
No,
the FA
isn't.
is on the weekend. Yeah.
Yeah, it's on the weekend. I don't think
And
we
the
have
Europa
any.
game is the other week.
Yeah, I don't think we have any games. This no, we don't, Josh, until Saturday. FA
Yeah.
late in the night. But that's what I'm saying. So we're playing the FA. He can come, Josh, even if he gets the last 10 minutes.
Yeah,
That
yeah,
would be
yeah,
great
yeah.
for him. That
Yeah,
would be
yeah, yeah,
superb
yeah.
for the player because he needs to
Yeah,
adapt.
but
He needs to get used.
he's been slowly being integrated into the
Yeah,
side.
it's
Yeah, because
understandable.
I did hear that Ruben Amorim was holding secret training sessions with the lad and trying to get him ready to even just get into the first team training session. So I mean, now that he has, I hope that he shakes off any shyness or anything like that. I like a kid like Wayne Rooney. I mean, Wayne Rooney at 16 years old in that game that
He was
he did
already a
score that
beast.
beauty. He was
Huge.
already a beast, and it's not even just the size, but he was a very brute player. I mean, he took no prisoners. He
Yo,
was ready for the fight, and
do
that's
you
the
know?
player that you want.
Do you know one of the reasons as to why I was so happy when we signed Dogu?
Yeah,
Yeah,
he's a
he's
proper
uh
athlete.
he's a proper athlete. Thank you very much. He's a
Yeah,
proper
yeah,
athlete. He has the
yeah, yeah,
muscle, and the Premier League needs that.
yeah.
One,
He has the
I
muscle. He
watched,
has the
I
pace.
watched the Nottingham Forest game, Josh, the game against Brighton, the game
Yeah,
recently here against Crystal Palace. My God, those guys are huge. Mateta was bullying all our players. He was bullying all our defenders like they were kids, you know.
I
And
know.
on
But
top of that,
Mateta not so much. He
the
didn't have
defenders,
so
the other
much
side,
joy, though he
the,
did
the,
score
the
twice.
defenders, the
But
defender. Yeah,
Kobe Mainu
Crystal
could
Palace
not
didn't play
play
so much, Josh.
against. Yeah, but Kobe Mainu could not play against those center backs.
Our
They were
forwards
on
could hardly
holiday. They
do.
were on
I
holiday.
know.
That's why I thought that Ruben Amorim should have seen it earlier and maybe brought on Joshua Zaxi. But you could also think that he actually wanted to do that. He thought that they would be very uncomfortable with the
I think
movement
that's
of
one of the reasons that's why
Kobe
we are losing
Mainu
to
and
these teams,
Ganacho.
Josh.
The physical presence.
Yep.
Yeah, we don't really
It's
have
one
the
of the
fight.
reasons we can't even
We
win
don't
area
really have the
duels.
fight.
The
We do
Palace
play
game
well.
exposed us.
We
We
do
can't
play
clear
well.
balls, area balls. Man, it was
We
so
do
so
play
bad.
well for as long as we have the ball. But if the other team has the ball, the other team, we unless we force it to make a mistake in making maybe a bad pass or something like that, we cannot quickly impose ourselves on that team to steal the ball and use it effectively. So it is very hard for us to score goals because most of the time that you do score goals, it is it is easier when you do win the second balls. So within two passes of winning the ball back, then you can score a goal. But
I'm just
if you have to build from the back for you to get to the final third of your opponent, I mean, you're going to find three center backs waiting for you.
well, I'm just happy that we have Dogo, very excellent dribbler. As you said, he's an athlete. He's an athlete. He has the muscles, the strength, the pace, the technical skills to drive the ball forward. To his ability to often also His ability often just forces, sorry, I was reading something, forces his opponents out of him. So rather out of position and, leading to mistakes. So I'm happy that we have a natural left wing back in that position. But
Yeah, yeah,
overall,
yeah, yeah.
Josh, I am a worried Man United fan. I'm a worried fan because I know
I
Josh
know.
things don't look so good. Anything can happen.
They don't look
Telling
good. You
you,
wish that we
our
are
squad
playing
depth is
Arsenal.
poor. We have no squad depth.
You wish that we are playing Arsenal every other weekend, because that's Liverpool, Arsenal, Man City. Maybe we can have a fight in us. But if we are playing the lowly sides, I mean, it's really difficult.
Why are you taking a dig at Arsenal? Is it because you beat them last time?
No, 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 no. But the big boy pretenders can actually fall short when they come up against the real big boys.
Yo, sports jazz, everyone. Thank you so much for tuning in, Josh and Isaac. Please do subscribe, turn on the notifications. Josh, by the I didn't get the you know I didn't get a chance to ask you in 2 minutes. Yeah, what? Why do you think we lost the Crystal Palace game, Josh?
Yo, we don't have um, we don't have a fight in us. We do play well when we do have the ball, but we don't have a fight in us. If
Mm,
a team chooses to fight against us, they are going to win the fight. They are going to win the fight. And it is very difficult to accept, because we've come up against Liverpool and Arsenal and Man City, and we have fought and actually won against them.
Sam,
But
yeah,
with these other teams, we don't pick up the second balls. But majorly, we lost because
a
we don't
striker.
have a striker. We don't.
That
We're
is
not
correct.
a threat going forward.
People are blaming Ineos for this transfer window, United having a poor transfer window. Josh, would you? Would you also blame them?
I don't think it's even a poor transfer window.
No, Josh, it is. Come on. How? Okay,
Why?
out of 10, how do you rate this transfer window?
5.
5 is not bad.
Yeah, it's not bad. It's not bad. Let me tell you one thing. Because we are where we are, you want Ineos to do the things that Ed Woodward was doing. Right now, Ed
Mm,
Woodward would have all manner of strikers that United does not even need. Okay? And that guy would have been bought in January for 90 million pounds. And United, to take us
By
out
the way, do
of
you know how
the
much Patrick
situation we
Dogu
are
is
in.
getting paid per week?
No, 40.
40,000. Can you imagine?
Yeah, 40. Yeah,
That is
40K.
a very good deal. If it was
Yeah, yeah,
Woodward,
yeah. It's
that
a
kid
good
would be
deal.
in
Yeah, it's a
120,
good
150.
150, 180.
I'm telling you,
You
that's
see,
how bad.
but you see, you would Edward Bud would have done papers over cracks in this January window. Maybe get Kolomwani, give him 5 years, and
Mm,
he's not the right guy. Buy him at 90 million, you know.
mm.
And the guy is at the club. He's in January. After 1 or 2 seasons, he's not the shit. We are stuck with him. We are stuck with Ed Woodward's problems right now. We still have about uh, 8 players who cannot leave the club, and they got contracts during that time. Yes,
Who?
Harry
Luke
Maguire
Shaw?
got a contract during that time. Luke Shaw got a contract during that time. Victor Lindelof got a contract during that time. I mean, Marcus Rashford himself. So Marcus Rashford could have been a Richard Arnold, but still, as in that is the mentality that they did have at that time. So for me, I
Mm.
am for Ineos, even if we are going to suffer by not having the players that we hoped we get. At least let us get the right players. Let us get the right players. You know, I mean, they would get a player, pay 80 million for a player, then they tell you that we need to give time to that player to adjust. The player misses a whole month adjusting. Those are another 4 or 5 weeks. You understand?
I
And the season
understand.
is over because it's January. So why not wait and buy a player that you can take for a preseason, and you know, you can the manager can actually look around and pick the right player.
Well,
Perhaps you can also say that Ruben Amorim stopped any transfer for a striker because he has spoken to Jokeres.
no, don't get me excited. I don't think that is
Yeah,
correct.
maybe he has spoken to Jokeres and he has told him,
But
boss, in the
with
summer
Queda,
I'm
it's
with you.
solid. With Queda, it's solid. He's coming
But
through.
we didn't
I
make
have
we
this
didn't
good
make
feeling.
formal we didn't make any formal
No, from what I understand,
proposals.
negotiations are already underway, and or rather preparations. They're advancing smoothly, although still at a slow pace because it's still very early. But he is likely to join Man United next season as our right wing back. And
Yeah, he would
the
be
other
more than
the other
excited.
good news is I was asking if you could how do you rate Ineos out of this transfer? You said 5. You give them 5.
Yeah, five
I think
out of
it's
ten.
I think it's a 4, Josh, for me.
Yeah, that would be fair too. That would be fair
It's a
too.
4.
But for me, I don't think it is a poor transfer
I
window. It
No, I
is
think it is,
actually,
Josh. They didn't do enough to address. We had two issues, Josh:
yeah,
the left wing back position
yeah.
and the attackers. Yes, I know these other departments
So
are
then
also
it
lacking,
becomes,
but at least
yeah,
we can gamble with that. But
yeah.
we had two main issues. We have
Isaac,
two strikers who
Isaac. Then
cannot
I
give
think
us
it.
20
If you
goals.
had two issues, if you did have two issues and one was solved, then it becomes 5 out of 10
No, it's not a
because he
5
met
out of
you
10. Do you
halfway.
know why?
He did
Do you
meet
know
you
why?
halfway. You
Do you
had
know
two
why,
problems,
Josh?
and
Diego
and
Leon is
and
playing this
and
season
guess what?
until next
And guess
season.
what? And guess what? He also has a replacement in mind in Chido
Josh,
Obi Martin.
Leon is not Diego Leon is not playing this season until next season. And listen more
Yeah,
again. Do you see we have 29 points, Josh? That is very
yeah.
poor.
Oh my
Seated
God! Don't
comfortably,
remind me. Don't tell
comfortably in the
me. Never
13th
tell me
position,
about such
Josh.
points. Never tell me about
Listen,
such points, bro.
so you forgot about the table. You don't want to look at it.
No, no, no. Actually, I didn't know the points.
But okay, Josh, where I give
So
credit to
in short, you're
Ineos.
saying we need 11 points not to be relegated.
Yep. Is it 11? Could be even less. But just listen. Where I give kudos to Ineos is the age bracket they have on their rather on their mind for all players that we are signing. None of the player apart from Mazarawi, who is 27, I think.
Yeah.
None of all the other players are above. Yeah, and Delict too. Delict is what 25.
25.
None of all the other players are above 24 years old. That is good. Even today, there are names of
I've got a 25 too.
Tyler Dibling, the one that is overpriced.
Yeah.
English guy. Let him stay there if he's going to be overpriced. Honestly, in good faith, let him stay there if he's going to be. But Tyler Dibling, we have Nene Dogoles, who's 22. Dibling is 18, and Chris Rigg. Chris Rigg is currently at Sunderland. I understand United sent scouts over the weekend to watch him. He's 17 years old. Those are the other. Those are the three names now on the table for
But
Ineos. Don't
is
forget Queda, who's also just 17 years old. Now, why I'm
yeah.
saying I give credit to Ineos is the age bracket. They are building something. They want kids, and
They
this
had
gives me
better not
comfort.
turn United senior team into an academy.
Wait, I was saying this gives me comfort in believing in what Omar Berada said. 2028, the treble.
Yeah, yeah. Deliberate
But yeah,
moves.
we need to strive.
But
Rather, we need to do a
you
lot.
might think all those things should happen the way you want them to happen, but then some clubs have cash book managers. I mean,
Mm.
Pep Guardiola just spent 180 million to get himself
Yo,
some new toys.
Josh, do you see why at now? Thank you. It's 3 out of 10 right now for Ineos. It's 3 out of 10.
Nah, nah.
No, three out. Josh, they went in for Victor. Isn't that the guy that we scouted at one point at the beginning of the
Nico
season?
Gonzalez.
No, 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 not him.
Long time ago,
Victor,
not
Victor,
now.
Victor, 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 the Brazilian, the midfielder.
Victor Reus. No, he's not the one.
He's not the
Race
one.
is
Eh?
not the one. Yeah, the other one
But
is Colombian.
how many players have they bought? 4, 3.
Rios. The other one is Richard Rios.
Yeah, Rios. How many players have they bought, Josh? 3 or 4?
There's Mamouche. There's
Victor.
the guy with the head like Maguire. Then Victor Reis. Then Nico
The one from
Gonzalez.
Uzbek. Yeah, so
Yeah,
you can see, Josh.
the
That's what I'm
Uzbek
saying.
guy.
They have an
Kusanovas.
attacker, they have a
Kusanovas.
defender.
Kusanovas.
That's what we had to do, Josh. But anyway, Man City has money, and United. I don't
No,
think United is
yes,
in
yes,
the
yes,
mode of
yes.
spending
For us,
money.
we are heavily indebted, and the other thing is, we are not at the same place Man City is.
Mm.
You see that we are buying 17-year-olds and 18-year-olds, and we just have a new manager. I mean, Man City has had the same guy for what, 7 years. So I mean, it's easy for him to hand pick players that he's going to work with in his juggernaut.
And anyway, it's Pep Guardiola, of course. They are also trying to save their season. I hope. I'm just worried about Man United. I'm just worried. I'm not used to being in the bottom half. I'm not used to losing week after week after week, week in, week out. Okay, just I'm not used to having watching a game that does not have goals from our side. I'm not used to us
Let
conceding
me tell
every
you.
now and then.
Let me tell you.
Onana needs competition, Josh. Remember what I
No,
told you?
no, no, no. Nana needs to leave. He doesn't need competition. He needs to
I
leave.
told you he's a
Yeah,
joke.
you did.
Seriously,
It's a joke, a serious joke. By the way,
he needs to
Onana,
leave.
Onana, you gotta go. You gotta go. I don't know a keeper who can never. Let me tell
He,
you, Onana was
he does
brought
not
in.
learn from his mistakes.
Onana was brought in for his ability on the ball, his ability to play. That guy, Altai Bainda against Arsenal. Yeah,
He was superb.
he
Even against
no,
FCSB, he was also
he
superb.
passed the ball. He passed
Mm,
as in the long balls that he made,
yeah,
found a target. Onana never finds his teammates with his passes. Never. The long pass.
man is a
Never.
joke.
He just puts it in an area,
I'm telling you, that guy is a
which is
joke.
very awful. Now, if you were bought for that, because for me, I already knew that, he has butterfingers. The guy, the ball never sticks. I mean, he can, a keeper who cannot get hold of the ball, we are buying you for other things. Let's say you are a very
Mm,
good passer of the ball and these things, and you're going to contribute to the side that you can even start uh, you can create an attack from the position that you win. But if you are failing to do that, then you have your butterfingers. Then his game reading is so poor. It's
very
so
poor.
poor. I mean, Onana gotta go. You can't win
I,
shit with a
I
keeper
just
like
don't
that.
understand why he likes,
Yeah,
overfeeding on the
actually, you
ball.
asked
You
me
know,
why we lost against Crystal Palace. I forgot Andre Onana.
he's
He
the
should
first
have been
person you
top of
have.
the list. Yes. Oh my God. How do you concede such a goal?
I
Why
think that
is he
was poor,
watching
by the way.
TV? Why is he watching TV when we are playing football?
I think that was poor. Very, very
Oh my
poor.
God. That
The
nigga
last
gotta go.
games, the last games he's had have been very poor, by the way. The last games he has had have been very,
Yeah,
very
yeah,
poor,
yeah, yeah.
and he has
And
cost us
he's
points.
always poor. Bro, man, you either have to come to Uganda and take vacation and get some good vibes, but yo, next season, I don't think you may not just cut it.
Oh, who? You mean Onana? Like
Andre
last time when he
Onana.
came and he
Yeah,
left with the
last time he was
blessings.
in Uganda, I mean, he left the place with good vibes. He went back to Manchester and he did tremendous things. I think he won a back-to-back Play of the Month awards and stuff like that, saves and
Hmm.
what. But I think the good vibes have worn off, and he needs a refill, yo.
Well, I
Onana
hope.
gotta go. Onana gotta go. We need to look for a keeper. We need to look for a keeper. We need to look for a striker. We can offload Rasmus Hoyland. We can sell him to some club for, say, 40, 30, 20, whatever, but he
But
gotta go.
the Rasmus Hoyland situation is also a bit tricky. We all know those players, strikers, don't just just like that start hitting
Yeah,
the
yeah, yeah,
ground
yeah, yeah,
running.
yeah,
You know,
yeah.
because you will be
No,
a
those
good
who do,
example.
do.
Gyökeres, Josh.
No, don't, and those who
But those are
don't,
very
don't.
few.
But I mean, yes, Rasmus Hoyland can still be loaned. He can
Mm,
still be loaned out at another club while we find someone who will be able to do the job.
mm,
For me, it is not for his lack of effort that I want him to be moved on, but I don't think he has what it takes to score goals. I just don't see it. It does not
I
play
really
like
want him, but
a
I
guy
don't
who
think
is hungry,
I'm not
hungry to
exact.
score
I'm not
goals.
patient enough for him to stay, Josh.
I would have been patient if he was sure. You see, Joshua Zagzi doesn't score goals, but I'm patient with him because I know that a manager can fine tune such a guy and he gives
He
you
knows how to
results.
hold up play, Josh.
You
He
get
knows he's
not
comfortable with
even
the
just
ball,
to
by
hold.
the way.
Yeah, the only problem that he does have is it's ingrained in his mind that he's
He
coming
has
to
to take.
support, that he's a facilitator. You can
Mm,
see in the game against Crystal Palace, Bruno Fernandes actually, um, uh, no, FCSB, I think, FCSB
mm,
attempted a deft pass towards him. I mean,
mm,
another striker would have scored if he had made the right run. But Joshua Zagzi had run towards Bruno Fernandes for him to be played in a 1-2. Yet Bruno Fernandes expects the striker to make the run to the goal post,
mm.
and the ball just uh, past
The, the
the
Crystal Palace game was painful
far
to
end.
watch.
Yeah. But all
Silly,
my new
silly
games,
goals. It's not like
all
even
my new games
Crystal
are
Palace
painful to
was.
watch.
It's not like they were even good, But it was just too painful, Josh. Very, very, very painful.
There's no cutting edge up front, so it becomes very difficult for you to do the things that you would have done.
It always becomes difficult. But yeah, that's football for you. That's football for you. Things happen, but I don't want things happening with Man United. Man, we need to keep. We just need to get out of that zone where we are right now. At least let's get into the first top. It's always top two or top four. Rather, top two, top three, top four. At one point, they stretched it to top six. I think we should now make it top 10. If United can at least make it to the to the
Believe you
other page,
me,
to the other
believe you
page of the
me.
table, that would be okay. That would be
Wherever
good.
United is, anything you want, you coin it from there. So
Mm.
if we are 10, you say top 10. I mean, it will make sense because it became top six because United was sixth. Yeah.
So you mean it could be top 13 very soon?
Well, I mean, at that point, the top stops to make meaning. It
But yeah, they
loses
should try.
meaning.
They should really try. I hope. I don't know. I really don't understand how Amorim is going to walk out this season victorious.
Yeah,
I
it's
mean,
difficult, but I
it's a
think
very difficult
if we
job,
do have
and he was
Chido
right. I know
Obi
people.
Martin,
You remember when people were at him because he had said this is the worst Man United team ever in the history, but he
yeah.
came out to defend himself. He meant under him. I'm
He
telling
should
you,
never, he
I
should
saw a
never,
few.
never have
I
come
saw
out
a
to
few
say.
coming out saying Amorim was right.
Amorim
That's what they
should
were
never
saying
have come out to say that
to
he
defend
was to
himself.
apologize or anything like that. Because for
Mm-mm.
me, really, you can see,
I know.
you can see it's actually poor. It is very poor. Maybe you can argue that he doesn't know all the Man United teams, so he could not have been right. But for him
Let,
to have that feeling, it is
it
just too
wasn't the
bad.
right. You've even placed your mic down, Josh.
Yo,
Where is the energy? Anyhow, guys, sports
no
just
energy.
thank you so much for tuning in. It's been a pleasure. Everyone that has been streaming. See you tomorrow, same time. Yeah, glory, glory, Man United. Pray for Man United. That's all I can say.